What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and if you hear that sound in the background, that's freedom. Today's video, I gotta talk about an awesome article I saw, and it's kind of also I don't want to say an indictment, but it shows that there are no more excuses at Stellantis, and we're going to get into this right at the intro. If you saw the thumbnail, you know what we're talking about today. So, welcome on back to TK's Garage, and today I'm talking about this article I saw over on Motor One. Stellantis executives finally get what they want: freedom. Put it right here. Freedom to do whatever they want when it comes to products, builds, and supposedly even power plants. There's no excuse anymore as to why Stellantis doesn't have things in production that people want to buy. And I'm talking about at Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. So let's just get briefly into this article. The 2025 Detroit Auto Show was very different from those of recent memory. Formerly the North American International Auto Show, this was once a world-leading venue brimming with new vehicle debuts, concept cars, and executives hanging out in million-dollar display booths ready to brag about their companies. It's not like that anymore. I mean, unless you're BYD. This year, there were no debuts, there were no new concepts, and the handful of manufacturer displays were largely devoid of corporate suits except for one. I'll let you guess the company, right? That's why I went to Detroit. Nearly every executive for Stellantis brand under Fiat Chrysler Automobiles was in Detroit. Christine Fuel, CEO of Chrysler and Alfa Romeo, Dodge CEO Matt McClure, Bob Brodoroff, I'm going to butcher his name, I'm sure, head of Jeep in North America, and Ram CEO Tim Kuniskis. Fresh out of retirement, add in other product managers, and Team Stellantis was in force, glowing in an otherwise subdued and half-empty auto show hall. I can tell you this, the auto show looked like a disaster. Like, you know, SEMA was worried a little bit during like COVID, right after COVID, and it came back super strong. The auto show in Detroit, which is now the Detroit Auto Show, oof, it doesn't look good. The presence of these FCA bosses and their exceedingly positive vibes sent a very clear message. Things have changed for the better at Stellantis. And in fact, that's true. Every single person while I was at the auto show that was trying to talk to people at Stellantis, asking their thoughts about what do they think about Carlos Tavares not being with the company anymore, you know what? Every time what they said, they didn't have anything to say, not negative or positive. And you could clearly tell that they were excited about doing things for their brands. So, one more passage I'll read you from this thing. The leadership that Stellantis Chairman John Elkann and Chief Operating Officer Antonio Filosa have shown all of us, and the trust and opportunity to make changes is incredible. The words they used were, "We trust you, we understand you, know how to do this. You understand our audience. We're going to give you the freedom to do that." And they've quickly allowed us to do that. You want to know where the massive cost cuts are coming in MSRP? It's from the American CEOs. You want to know where the advocacy is supposed to come for the V8 to return in the Hemi? It's the American CEOs. The stuff that's coming out now talking about maybe a new Chrysler 300 or another gas-powered, God forbid, let it be a Hellcat-powered Chrysler car, it's American CEOs. And it all started with Carlos Tavares being basically fired. It instantly started to turn around the day Tim Kuniskis announced he was coming back. And the biggest thing that's coming is that independence. So, with some of the massive changes that are coming, and the fact that the EU is not going to get off of emissions, unfortunately, it looks like Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is going to end up becoming its own thing. Do you think they got independence? If they do, and they have the choices to make their own thing, there are zero excuses moving forward to give the customers what they want. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.